series on exercise burnout solutions, how we can endure an exercise habit that is this has always been the one of the main goals of this channel. So we usually experience burnout or kind of exhaustion in overdoing a habit, especially exercising. So, what are some techniques that we can do to just be able to, kasi you want to sustain, maintain, and there are really stages when especially guys in exercising, I'm on that. If you are wanting to apply this in other aspects of your life, then you're welcome to do so. I'm not an expert on that, but somehow maybe this can improve other aspects of our lives, and this can also be a solution for us to keep a certain exercise habit. All right, so welcome back to my channel. This is Karmina, your exercise, practice, and sustain a habit partner. All right, so ayun. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to this channel. Today, guys, as I've been reading some with regards to, di ba, how are you able to endure a certain habit that you feel like you're wanting to stick with, but a lot of situations in life are holding us back or hindering us from maintaining it, right? So, here are some leads. The biggest problem, all right? So, the biggest problem in exercise endurance is the imbalance between training load and recovery, which often leads to overtraining, injury, or burnout. This is usually the problem, guys. And of course, right, when we have an injury, the tendency is for us to recover, to rest, and how long are we going to rest? And there's a domino effect that after, so are we still going to continue, or how long are we going to stop or pause or reset? How long are we going to delay? Isn't it because of the injury, because of medical issues or effects of the too much doing of something? All right. So, this fundamental challenge occurs when the body is subjected to excessive physical stress without adequate time to repair, resulting in decreased performance, chronic fatigue, and potential health complications like, there's a scientific word here, guys. It's my rhabdomyolysis. I will not discuss about that. I'm not a doctor, but somehow, uh, too much doing it. But sometimes, diba, isn't it like there's no other way to go on, to keep on pushing on, but sometimes you're losing it already. And the interest, the motivation, the inspiration to do it, diba? Meron ganun, guys, because you're exhausted already. So while many athletes focus solely on doing more, the limiting factor is often the inability to properly manage the strain on the cardiovascular and muscular systems. Key components of the problem: overtraining syndrome. So, a medical condition resulting from prolonged, intense training with inadequate rest, causing hormonal imbalance, immune system suppression, and persistent fatigue. So, the overtraining, I tend to do that. Guys, I will share lang na sometimes when I'm in flow, or when I'm engaged in my focus on exercising, I kind of already is carried away. Even so I'm a beginner in yoga, 5 years practitioner, I tend to, be in flow, so focused, engaged, that I forget that I'm just already focused on the I need to be able to go to the intermediate level or advanced level, and I keep on doing it, and until I overdo it, and I turn out to be haggard in doing such and maintaining it, diba? So that's the thing. So maybe, overtraining, learning to be patient, just slowing down and maybe analyzing what are you, um, why are you in a hurry to be, that's why, isn't it like we're overtraining because we are wanting a certain goal or having a deadline or kind of, but maybe slowing down. Why am I overtraining? Do I really need it? How much do I need, diba? How often should I do it? Ganon. Um, so some more ways, guys. Inadequate. Okay, this one, another uh, thing that adds to the problem, right? Over getting a burnout, inadequate recovery, failing to allow for rest days or proper post-workout repair. Even so, with food, with how much we nurture ourselves and sleep, leading to muscle breakdown rather than improvement. All right, so I guess that's why there is what we call the reset or recovery stage, wherein when we are tired, we I'm guilty of that, not able to sometimes listen to my body, what my physical condition is telling me that you are tired. You get me, guys? You are tired. I mean, you are focused, engaged here, but here somehow you feel like, and physically, emotion, everything, guys, you feel like everything is falling. Like, that you're, maybe somehow you tell yourself you're pretending already that you are strong, you can do it, but you feel like you need a rest. Di ba may ganun, guys? And then I turn out to be sometimes like getting sick already because I'm overdoing it. Diba? When you can always take a pause. I forget that, guys. I do that. I overdo that. That's why sometimes I get to that stage that um, I get a burnout, no? So are you in the same situation? Later on, guys, we will read on the solutions. Improper, this one, another thing. Usually, that's why we get a burnout or overdoing it or some injury. Improper fueling or hydration. So this one, guys, for me with yoga, guys, I'm following the no solid and liquid um, intake before and after, 2 hours before and after the practice. But somehow, if I may be, taking the food after the exercise, or I needed to because I needed to take breakfast so I can, survive the day, then I guess, di ba, uh, what to do with that. Pero hydration, I think it's really a good habit that has to be followed until, the day ends talaga. Pero do not overdo it naman na meron din palang excessive naman na hydration naman. So, yung proper lang, guys, na 6 to 8 glasses a day, yung ganun. But dehydration, like this one, because of improper nourishment and hydration, dehydration happens, particularly a loss of body mass significantly reduces performance. So while excessive water intake can lead to a certain stage, low blood sodium, a dangerous condition. So ano, not too much and not too less naman, no? So I think it's basic. Always just drink water when you can. All right. So sometimes diba, we tend to, I don't know. For me, guys, are you considering like other types of beverages already considered as liquid? I mean, as water, as your water. Kasi there are some people who cannot really drink like just water for the entire day. So it's kind of guys, consider that maybe taking too much of this beverage instead of the liquid, maybe of the water, which is just neutral, then maybe a little bit substituting it, having less too of that beverage and then more of the water. Yung ganun. Can do that also. All right, so neglecting strength training, many endurance athletes focus only on cardio, skipping strength work, which leads to muscle imbalance, inefficient mechanics, and higher injury risk. So, well, I do because I'm focused on yoga, but sometimes, uh, maybe That's why I guess that's why they have this yung cross training. They have this thing with regards to some exercise gears because we are encouraged to vary the type of exercise we do for all the for the first most of the purpose of the muscle exercise or kind of for the good for the heart or good for the upper body, the lower body. So yeah, that's the thing. All right. So neglecting strength training, poor technique, suboptimal movement patterns such as poor running form, waste energy, and place excessive stress on joints and tissues. Yun nga guys, sometimes that's why if you want, like for example, especially if you are doing some special trainings, then you're gonna have to maybe consult first your physician or so you will be sure that it is actually that exercise is really for you. Diba sometimes that's why we are exhausted, we get injuries kasi we we just decided sometimes but maybe you're not realizing you have a problem on this area of your body or which can really cause injury. And yes, maybe enrolling in a class. Okay, so there will be somebody who you can refer to or have a proper way of doing it, isn't it? So if you like lang, but if you don't have the budget, maybe like this one. All right, so online. Mental fatigue and overconfidence, ignoring pain signals, no pain, no gain mentality. Sometimes, minsan kasi no pain, no gain, this one that works for me. It works for me sometimes. It has become sometimes my inspiration. But I always encourage you guys to just try, di ba? Just try, just start, yung ganon. Pero yun, it can lead to injury and burnout, particularly when ego drives training rather than a structural plan. Yes, when you like wanting to be focused really that every day, every single day, even on a Sunday, I will, sometimes we are overdoing it. So we are forgetting na um, you know, just being flexible on whatever time you are available. Because too much pushing it will end up us hating the habit. Hindi talaga, I tested guys that before yung ganon, had I long been in a kind of graveyard type of work, and I'm never open to the exercise to exercising in the evening, which I had. If you will see guys my past live streams that I had to work graveyard, then I just I tried my best to be open in the evening exercise after after the day. So if I did not try that, then I would have stopped already exercising because the mindset already is just in the morning. Okay, but we are given 24 hours. We forget that there's a time to exercise in the afternoon, midday, after lunch, just rest and then exercise, or early afternoon, or at the end of the day. There's a lot of ways. That's why been sharing guys, facilities, gym establishments, or exercise establishments are sprouting anywhere because of the dynamics of schedules of people, like 24/7 operations, right? So, diba, everything is already available for us, diba? To just for us to choose which one is good for us, right? So, ayun. So, no pain, no gain. Do you have that mentality? Sometimes it helps, pero sometimes it can lead to really a burnout, no? So, okay, what are some of the solutions and prevention? Okay, progressive loading, gradually increase training intensity rather than abrupt high intensity shifts. So, we can do, of course, well, you can try yoga. It's like some kind of a slow type of exercise, meditative, low intensity exercises. You can always modify, even though it's an advanced thing. You can modify exercises. If it calls for lifting, lifting, then you can be just here. Just try. Okay, then eventually, as you practice all the time, it gets higher, no? Although hindi naman ganun ka-high, pero ayun guys, prioritize recovery, ensure adequate sleep, nutrition, at least one rest day per week. Yes, it is a work in progress, guys, that I have developed exercising 6 times a week. It is deciding on the sixth day, still exercising instead of I end it on a Friday is a real commitment. It's hard, guys, because the Friday, you are feeling already the fever of the weekend and you are wanting to, you know what, I just exercise on Monday. Why make this hard? I have always had that feeling. I am always having that feeling. So it's a commitment. And the 7 days practice decision, to practice lifetime every day, I am waiting for that. I feel like I tried before, but I'm getting a burnout. It's a really should be, it should come with passion, real deep passion for you to exercise every single day, every single day. I tried to, but I felt like I was leading to a burnout already. It led to a burnout during those days, during those times that I tried it. So maybe that time will come. That time will come that I just wake up in my sleepwear, straight on my mat, exercise on a Sunday, yung ganon. So it is kind of so. Or have you analyzed already? Um, you can if you like lang, no. So but of course, it is always married with a good amount of rest or sleep and nourishment, nutrition. I am not in a perfect practice of diet. Whatever my diet is, I'm more on, how do you call this? Kasi there are different types of ano guys, vegetarian, vegan, plant-based. Are you using paleo, gluten-free? All types, pescatarian, a lot of many types of of diets. The most important thing, what nourishes you, what makes you feel good, isn't it? When you are active and inactive. So I think yung ganun lang guys. Yung also you feel like something great is happening when you are doing this habit. When it works for you, di ba? Sometimes it's hard na. Sometimes we push on some kind of diet and then you feel like you are not happy anymore. You're not having fun. And di ba? What's the sense of living, right? If you push on something that you are not wanting at all. Di ba yung ganun? So, we can consider that. All right. So for me, sometimes in sleep, with regards to sleeping naman guys, 6 hours sometimes is enough already. But as they say, always try 7 to 8 hours. Or maybe catching up in the middle of the day that you can take that nap if you like. Pwede rin naman. Right? So, one rest day per week, um, for me is good talaga. Totoo yan. Okay? I need to be able to at least like having a breather, like taking a pause, like totally just not doing anything for that day. And for other, personal things that you want to do other than exercising. Right? So, di ba, it's a space in between that you can just um, internalize, you can just discern, you can just relax. Ganun lang. It's just letting go. It's a day of letting go like that. So individualized training, a solution. Individualized training, tailor training plans to personal, current capabilities rather than copying. For example, professional or for example, pro routines. Um, you can always find ways to uh, nurture or keep up to that type of exercise that you like for as long as you feel like it's working for you. Yun lang talaga yung masasabi ko, guys. Um, you wouldn't last a thing, di ba? You cannot sustain it if you don't like it. That's just how simple it is. So if you think for you, you can do a high intensity and maintain that and you feel like you're still having fun and you're able to breathe properly while doing it even at high intensity, then I guess that's for you. You can be in flow with that. You can endure that. It is sustaining for you. But if not, like you're pushing it and you are not yet for that, I've been through that, like pushing it na hindi naman, yung ganun guys, hindi naman, you feel like you're not in flow, you're not, everything is not, working together, parang schedule-wise, you're struggling, there's at the back of your mind, you're not happy doing it, stop, it's a waste of time. Just pursue whatever you like. Kasi, that's important, di ba? To sustain it. And to have fun. No? What's the point of living? Meron akong exercise guys na tinry, meron akong sport na tinry na hindi para sa akin, yung ganun. So, yeah. Sometimes, diba, it's a waste of energy, waste of time, diba? So, why not maybe do something that you like lang? Whatever exercise you're liking to be good at, or you're gonna, one thing to last, that you will have fun also. Yun. But you can also, you feel like you're doing it with others also, and everybody's all together in that thing, yung ganon. You will feel that guys, yung inflow, focused energy, engaged, yung ganon. And what else? Focus on techniques, refine movement mechanics to ensure efficient energy usage. So by maybe attending classes, or maybe checking, be it virtual or on site, we learn a lot by reading more in advance, or by researching or knowing about the whatever exercise craft you have chosen. It's one thing that we can, one thing, it is a solution to burnout, to injuries, to overtraining, because we are learning methods, techniques, di ba? I have been always sharing, it's basic talaga in exercising, proper breathing, because that's the way to sustain it. So while you're exercising, but in yoga particularly, we're not sometimes audibly, but somehow um, trying to, like, I felt like there's a feeling like sometimes guys, especially in yoga guys, kasi I'm wanting to also share with regards to other types of exercise, hindi lang yung yoga guys, kasi yoga is having your mouth closed sometimes, most of the time talaga. And there was a time for me that I felt like guys, the first few weeks, just thrice a week, it felt like I'm suffocated. It felt like I'm not gonna last this, but because of just the just the idea, or just the um how do you call this, practice of just letting go, that I thought I'm not, for example, like bending myself down, no, not as perfect guys, but letting go, just letting go, mouth closed. No, not as perfect guys, but when I'm there, during those first few practices talaga guys, like it took me maybe months before I'm able to just mentally be okay with the mouth closed, bent on the ground. It was a really a decision. Am I going to pursue this one? But really learning some techniques or ways from classes really is very important. So, yun lang guys, it will come to that, but you have to be patient. Especially guys, of course, not as perfect guys, but when I started talaga guys, I had excess here, and then I was having a hard time in maintaining the mouth closed, breathing in, breathing out in yoga. So just be patient, but you're gonna have to do it frequently for you to be able to have that, achieve that, yung ganun. So it's a practice talaga. Had I stopped already, like if I stop, like I just decided to just do yoga, to do yoga personally, guys, if I choose to practice just once a week, then maybe I wouldn't be able to, stay on that pace like 3 times a week, 15 minutes a day. I wouldn't be able to at least maybe master that, because you only learn something. You only are able to do a thing better or at your best when you are doing it frequently talaga with almost daily practice whenever you can at any time of the day. I don't want you to always think that it's just in the morning because you're gonna have a hard time. So find your flow whenever you are, whenever you can, when you like it. Kasi when you like it, you will have fun. Diba? Yung ganun. You will endure it, you will stay, you will last the habit. Alright? So what else? Um, Yun nga, proper hydration, replace fluids based on personal sweat rates and consider electrolyte needs for long duration efforts. I won't be discussing about those scientific terms, pero as simple as talaga, hydrate, 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 very important. Uh, all the more sometimes when we are tempted to eat solid food, we can also analyze, am I really hungry or am I just needing to hydrate? Diba sometimes we sometimes confuse ourselves with that. So that sometimes we abruptly, when we are not calm, we are wanting food immediately and put it in our mouth because sometimes of boredom, of stress, of some, unless it's really for hunger or for nourishment, then that's fine. You have to eat. But sometimes we are confused because of some emotional state we are looking at, diba? Am I wanting water lang? Am I wanting this type of beverage or am I wanting to eat? Diba? So, getting yourself calm, trying your best talaga. There's no, sometimes, diba, yung parang, there's no such thing na yung, when I'm losing everything, like, diba, sometimes you eat for sanity also, diba? Sometimes kasi parang, oh my God, gutom na ako. Pero sometimes, nauuhaw ka lang pala. So, sometimes, diba yung ganun. So, it's a matter of balance. Okay? So, guys, ayun, so, I hope you learned something from that for us to not be exhausted in our exercise habits. So, okay. So, guys, if you like some types of exercise, short exercises, guys, that I have in my live stream, please check out. Um, there are many ways, jump rope, kettlebell exercise, in my vlogs, in my videos, and then live streams, a lot of it, aerobics, if you like, with a podcast on the side. Please check out po. All right. So for now, so altering, getting active with home chores. So if you are in that also, please check out last night's live stream. Please check out po if you like. There's a part 1 and part 2 from yesterday's live stream as your physical activity for home chores. So that's the goal of this channel, to encourage you to exercise, and not just to encourage you to exercise, to move, to get active, but also to sustain it, the staying practice. It's very important, guys. So the burnout, it comes talaga, and I had always been sharing, for me guys, personally lang, I choose to, whenever it's really like on my peak already, that I'm not, I'm already feeling like I'm gonna hate yoga, I'm gonna hate exercising, just the idea of it, I don't like, it's not giving me any interest or motivation, then that's the time to stop talaga. And unless really very ill, that physically I cannot move. I cannot get up from bed yung ganun. That's the time for me to stop. That's a burnout, red alert already. So if sometimes maximum 2 days, guys, I try to rest. Maximum 2 days. I gauge myself on the last day of the resting, na the night before, the day before, I decide already. I have that I have already trained myself. It's a practice, guys. to show up on the maximum. That's the maximum I will do. I will stop. Because otherwise, I always share this, it becomes a vacation. It's not bad to have a vacation, guys. It's not bad to totally, have a long reset whenever you can already. So it really depends, guys. So as a student, um, the practice of just sustaining it, it's very important. So if you are losing it already, just let go. You know what? Just let go because it's a redirection. It's a time for you to reflect. Is this the right exercise for me, or I just over you just overdid it? Tama ba yung English ko? Did you just yeah. Tama ba? So it's a redirection. It's a time. Inhale. It's a time for us to think things over if this is for you, or maybe you just need to really just stop. So don't panic if you are in that situation, like really, like in the thumbnail, a photo of a person on the treadmill. It is, you know, it is just like you are pushing it. You're pushing too much. I think that's for the other side. So if you feel, how do you know if the exercise is for you? You would feel it, guys. You would feel it. Or, if you are wanting to explore, then you're gonna have to at least try everything, every type of exercise that you like, right? And sometimes if you inquire in a gym or an exercise company, they will they are you are given the chance to try a free trial of the facility, free trial of the exercise session. Take that opportunity so you will know also. Inhale, exhale. It's nice to so even so I have learned, guys, talaga, even so I'm in a passive state, like here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, like that. Ay, sorry, guys. So slightly breathe out. Inhale to the center, exhale. So that's the way also to sustain it. So you will not get exhausted. Because sometimes we forget to breathe. So these are some techniques also for us to endure or not get a burnout. Because we're too engaged on the whatever exercise you're doing, and then you forget to be in flow by breathing. Guys, I need to place here. Ay, baliktad. Sorry guys, okay. So I'm not saying that you're gonna have to have 2 days of a break. It really depends. It may be just a day for you or a week. I'm not saying that you're gonna have to do it for 2 days. The reset or resting part. So that's just an idea. So if you like, guys. Ay, sorry guys. Exhale here. Inhale again. Exhale here. Inhale again. Sorry guys, that's my cat. Sorry. Exhale there. Inhale. Exhale here. Ay, anak. Ay, guys, sandali. Okay. I forgot to fill up the water of my cat. She's trying to put her mouth in the in the container. And sometimes, guys, we get exhausted when we are also mentally. For me, guys, in my experience, when I'm mentally drained, sometimes because of personal problems, personal struggles, guys. And if you are wanting to practice an endurance uh, in your habit, exercise habit, if you are just interested, guys, this channel somehow is focused on that. Still showing up, trying to show up, even so other things are going on in your life. And it's, pulling you from not pursuing an exercise habit. So sometimes, guys, I'm on that because I want to also see if there's an extra strength all the time when I'm in that state. When I'm in that state. So that's the way to really learn endurance. Eh. I know we're talking about a burnout. There's a tendency, but if you have that kind of practice of mental toughness, then maybe it could be a solution also. If you are wanting to not, well, of course, learning to let go and reset and rest when it hits you. But if you are wanting to, and if you are, when you are, do you have a tendency to go directly to totally stopping? Then I'm on that to really just be able to bounce back. The bouncing back is very important, or the staying power. Wow. If you guys inhale in the middle, exhale here. Exhale here. And then inhale to regain. And then twist, exhale here. Sharing, guys, as a student. Kasi di ba sometimes we are drawn so much, of course, with the yoga or whatever exercise class, and we forget the techniques to last it. Di ba yung ganun, guys? We just watch how it's done beautifully, how it's done gloriously. But really, the, the sustaining practice, guys. How a student lasts, how somebody is practicing it, learning some more techniques from other people also to just endure the exercise habit is very important, guys. My personal problem at the moment is drawing me, is inhibiting me to wake up, open my eyes, and let the day transcend. But if you are somehow having that discipline, today is a weekday, it's a Thursday, it's the fourth day of my exercise habit. And then there's the desire, even so you are not, you are, you know, we all have different situations, right? We have things going on aside from, diba? So it's really practicing the habit of mental toughness, guys. But also learning to let go when you need to, when you are having a burnout is one good solution. Just accepting the fact that you're gonna have to rest and you need to refuel so you will be more energized on your return, on your comeback. Ay, meron pala ako mag-block, guys, no? Nakalimutan natin. So sometimes other situations, um, many instances, like if you are doing an outdoor thing and a lot of factors hindering you from doing, maybe your group is not available to be with you, or it was raining, it is gonna rain, there's a thunder, there's a typhoon. What are your solutions? You have to be problem proof when you are doing your exercise habit. Be ready, survival um, plans, your plan B when you are not able to exercise the way you do when other uncontrollable circumstances take over. You have to be problem proof, guys, when you are wanting to sustain an exercise habit. A lot of sometimes, guys, a lot of things, like it's so chaotic at home. There's no space, I don't have workout clothes, yung mga ganong problema, guys. I have that in my live stream, please, just years ago, guys. And also, I'm sharing my recovery, my burnout struggles, guys, on this channel. So you will see just real talk. So if there are poses like that one bakasana, I'm still on my journey on that. Just learn to let go. That day will come, but you're gonna have to do it more often. So just being patient, guys. Getting your strength from here. This one is gripped. This one is the support. Your core, everything, guys. No, not perfect. Which is I've learned to sustain a certain pose. So it doesn't matter, guys, wherever you are in a class, you're doing it on your own. Do not compare your journey with other people who have been doing the exercise for a long time. Maybe you're just starting, and that's fine. Just do whatever you can. Just try, keep trying every time you're gonna practice. If you're doing it every day, keep trying, keep trying. If you are not able to do the pose, then observe what you can. Like if I'm not able to do this, for example, I will just be here. I will just be here and stay there while others are doing that part. Or I just practice lifting. Just practice lifting that. And one day it will come. You just keep on practicing. Even so you will even so I look stupid with some of the poses because I still can't some of them. And after 5, after 4, after 3, 2 years, I'm able to do it because number one, you just have to show up, believe, and if you need to rest, just rest. Do not force too much. Not perfect, guys, but somehow I'm wobbly. Let go. When it's too hard, just let go. If it need be that you're not doing this and then you just practice lifting from here. I started from here, guys. I never started like that, until I'm able to. When I'm too afraid to do the pose, I just let go. You just study the ins and outs, the techniques. That's how you endure it. You don't, well, in exercise, you don't stop, you don't quit. That's the solution. You get the burnout when we don't know how to stop, when we totally just not honor the condition of our body, of our temple, of our. Ay! Okay, there's something wrong with that, guys, isn't it? So, you can let me take a pause. Maybe I'm doing it too hard, too far. If I do it a little bit closer and I shift from here, and then, okay. So yun guys. So I still cannot. Maybe I'm doing it. Oh, this one, I'm pushing it. I'm really establishing first here and then practicing somehow. Yun guys. Okay. This is, guys, after I'm not doing it beautifully, perfectly, but this is, guys, after 5 years. Because it's just you're wanting it. You want to do a certain exercise. You want to show up on the road to run. Prepare your clothes before the night before. These are the enduring things, the habits, little habits to achieve whatever you want to uh, keep on practicing the exercise habit. Because I decided years ago that I will sleep early so I can show up on my morning exercise. Those little things, guys, the little habits. It's the little things. And there was a time, guys, in my practice of yoga, I'm not able to do some poses that I have been doing for a long time because I am not balancing my food. I wanted to do be good in yoga, but I'm not doing something with regards to nutrition. Am I because I'm still eating what I'm not supposed to, or I'm overdoing it, overconsumption, or sometimes underconsumption, under eating, overeating. No, it has to be a balance. Do not deprive yourself. I have that on my channel, guys. Try mukbang. Acknowledge your craving. Honor what you like to eat because it will. This is your fuel to last for the day to be able to endure an exercise habit. Because when you are good, when you are fine, you're able to last it. And even so, guys, going back to that, even so, you are just doing it one leg. One thing is just hovered, and the other one is staying. That's fine. That's fine, guys. Be proud of that. Be happy with that. The other day, and then the other leg. And then one day you'll be able to lift together. Just believe. Just keep practicing. You're gonna fall. You're gonna lift. You're gonna fall. You're gonna lift. It's really just a matter of believing, practicing. In fact, you will learn with your mistakes, right? Your failures. Breathing in, breathing out. Sometimes thinking of your inspiration, your purpose. I'm doing this for my children, my family, my ambition, my goals, my whatever it is, guys, that keeps you motivated. Hindi ko nagawa yun. When it's too tough, you're gonna have to have somehow a strong image of what you or why you're doing it, of your why. Yes, what time is it? Sorry guys, I shouldn't be checking on the time, pero ha? Sometimes I know we are talking about burnout, but somehow if you're wanting to endure a habit, of course honoring the resting period, but if you're wanting to be resilient or the staying practice, the just keeping it, keep on keeping on when you want to, when you are inspired to, when you can, but also being also ready during hard times when you don't like. Kasi sometimes you are not burnout, you're not having a burnout. It's just that you don't like, right? So hacking, finding ways for you to still have interest and always thinking of the. So if I'm not able to yet, then I'm just doing the prepare. And if it hurts sometimes, you make ways so it will not hurt. So always just do something. Just keep on practicing. So just don't push too hard when you feel like it's just until there that you can for the moment, then be grateful with that because the perfect time will come. It will come talaga, guys. I have proven that everything in its own time for as long as you do it more often. I don't want to say for as long as you do it every day because your schedule might be different. You might be hating it, diba? If I'm always gonna say, I'm not doing it every day, I can't do it, then that's not possible for me. You already have that mindset, but maybe just being accepting of what is flexible for you, what is according to your schedule. So no forcing at all whenever you can. Whenever you can, guys. One day, if life permits me to be able to at least someday, guys, I'm not saying now ha, I'm a student, if I'm able to somehow at least be of a steward by teaching some kind of this type of exercise journey. I know in whatever form, be it a yoga teacher or somehow, I don't know. Um, I'd always love to still stay somehow, even so on that in that phase of my life, for example, we'd always want to be staying as a student and keep on learning, right? We just learn more instead of knowing everything, but just learning more, making mistakes for us to discover what can be done, what are some ways to improve it. If you are interested already, like if you are from you know that you have a lot of time and you feel like you're ready to practice waking up in the morning to do your exercise, you're coming from a different schedule, you will feel it, guys, that I think I want to start it in the morning. You will feel that. Or vice versa, if you're wanting to shift from maybe you're pushing it too much in the morning, then be open, maybe be flexible that you can maybe do it in the afternoon. Mid-afternoon, it's just us who will decide, right? It's just you who will take action and just begin something worthwhile, like exercising. Because exercising, discipline can be learned. So if I was not disciplined, guys, I was not like, in some aspects of my life, I would always, turn tables when I'm already losing my patience. And exercise is one habit that we can develop, that can help us develop patience, grit, no matter what. Just starting, just beginning something worthwhile in life. And one of them is exercise. Ika, the way the guru gets up. Okay. Okay, guys. So I hope you learned something on that and a lot more of the burnout, injured, overtraining uh, kind of live streams on this channel. Kindly just check out inspirational clips, inspirational streams, playlist, or shy mukbang for food discipline. Somehow could be there are many ideas there, plant-based, hindi naman hardcore, pero basta guys, just to hack cravings, food cravings, and because it's really together, exercise and nourishment comes together, guys. It has to balance. Otherwise, one or way or another, you are overdoing or underdoing something. Diba? You will know kasi you are not consistent, you are not able to sustain the exercise. It will show, it will manifest somehow. Alright, so wanting to learn more and I want to share that with you guys. So I will see you again on my next live stream. Later, guys, home chore. If you're not wanting exercise as your physical activity, then home chore is a good option also. It's also economical. Totoo yan, guys. Alright, so thank you guys. Have a great uh, day, everybody. See you again, guys. Thank you po. Appreciate it.